Everyone is born creative. It's only through our schools and educational systems that we are untaught to be creative. This is not an original idea by me. There are many people who've wrote about this. Sir Ken Robinson is one of them.
Now, I don't mean to say that being wrong is the same thing as being creative. What we do know is, if you're not prepared to be wrong, you will never come up with anything original. I believe this passionately, that we don't grow into creativity, we grow out of it. Or rather, we get educated out of it.
So we go through life and most of us are taught to be not creative and a few of us hold on to it. So I don't think we are very special. I only think that we are the ones that for some reason held on to our creativity while others let go of it. Nevertheless, we held on to our creativity, but it's still a vulnerable act. For every good idea, we have to throw hundreds of bad ones away. So we have to be willing to be wrong. In a way, the mistake is the stepping stone of creativity. So we grow up feeling like we are maybe a creative person. Some people have told us that we're creative. Maybe we're good at drawing, or we picked up some other stuff that really shows our creativity. And then we decide to go to art school, which sounds like a really good thing, but I think it's the source of many of our problems. In art school, you are forced to make mistakes. We have to make mistakes so we can talk about them, we can learn from them, other students can comment on them. Most of you will know that if you cannot show your process and the mistakes you made in art school, in a project, then you're not going to get good grades. The mistake is very important in art school. So there's plenty of mistakes. There's infinite room for mistakes and error. In addition, everyone in art school cares about your ideas. When you have to present your work or even your concepts, everyone will listen, they will ask questions, they will be interested. There's a lot of space and time to share your ideas. And logically, there's a lot of time to experiment, to just go try and find out what works, what doesn't, what medium to use, what style to use, whatever. Nothing is really off limits in art school. And after a couple of years, we grow kind of used to this, like this is the new normal. Then we graduate and we're ready to find a job. And this is where most of us really get hit by a brick. All of a sudden we have to work with clients and impatient people who don't care about your concept, who want the work to be done yesterday. They don't really want you to explain too much about it. They just want to see the end result. They don't care about your process. In addition, the job market is very competitive, unrealistic demands, and the pay is pretty bad. So you get out of art school pretty confident, high on life, and then this is the reality. So two of the milestones of success that we talked about take a hit immediately when we graduate. Work with people you feel connected to and creative fulfillment. We are forced to take on jobs that maybe aren't for the nicest people, either clients or employers, and creative fulfillment is really hard to find in those jobs. So 2 out of 4 milestones are already at stake right when we graduate. So how do we break this circle? I think we need to unteach ourselves a couple of lessons that were taught in art school. And the first one is what it means to be a creative.